everyone, welcome to this episode of how reality works and how it differs from our classical understanding and what we experience in everyday life. So in this episode, we are discussing about very fundamental and very important description of reality. This is about Heisenberg's Uncertainty Principle. In Heisenberg's Uncertainty Principle, predict some of the bizarre consequences from the complementary variables like position, momentum, and energy, time, and angular momentum and angle. So this idea leads to a probabilistic description of reality, which don't like some of the physicists like Albert Einstein. So he said God doesn't play dice with the universe. So Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle, first Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle, according to it, if we perfectly know about the position of an electron, we can't able to know the momentum of this electron. It completely excludes the information about momentum of that electron. So in that same way, if we know about a momentum of a particle, it completely excludes the position of that particle. Delta x dot delta p greater than equal to h by 4 pi. And this result explains that uncertainty of position, if becomes certain, the uncertainty in momentum becomes infinite. In the same way, other complementary variable is energy and time. If we know energy of a particle, we can't know precisely about its how many times it was in a state, and if time is we know precisely, we can't know about its energy in a state. So it leads to bizarre consequences in quantum mechanics. So it predicts the quantum fluctuations and virtual particles, which is very bizarre in many ways. If we precisely know, or if we make the time very precise, then energy become infinite. So virtual particles can pop in and out of existence out of nowhere. It was confirmed by Casimir effect. Casimir put two plates in a vacuum very close to each other, but after so many days, those plates come in contact with each other without gravity or without electromagnetic force. They join together. That is because of virtual particles popping out of existence and creating force between them. And this is a bizarre consequence, right? So this fundamental reality, which we don't experience in everyday life, maybe confused you because it is somewhat bizarre. In the 1900th century, to be a physicist is very confusing and somewhat disrupting, because at that time Niels Bohr, Heisenberg, and Albert Einstein become very confused about these fundamental realities, and that is why Albert Einstein said God doesn't play dice with the universe. And later years we know that nature is probabilistic, not deterministic. In the earlier years, they all believed that nature is deterministic, but nature is not deterministic, it is probabilistic. And from this beautiful ideas, now we are able to know some of the very fundamental laws of the nature, how nature works on this fundamental level, which we missed earlier. So thank you for joining me in this episode, and looking forward to see you on the next episode. So thank you.